What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Caleb, and today we're gonna do some races. We are gonna be racing my Mustang GT, this guy right here, convertible. I'll tell you guys a little bit about everything that's done to it once we get to the racetrack, versus my Corvette Z06. So I mentioned a few times we had plans to sell the Mustang, and this is gonna be the last video with this thing, kind of like a final send-off where we're gonna take it down the track and see what kind of times we can put down and versus the Corvette. Now, it's probably no surprise the Corvette is most likely going to win. I mean, from owning both these cars, I know this thing is a lot faster, but there are some advantages that the Mustang has. For example, this thing is full bolt-on, so what that means, it's got long tube headers, catless X-pipe, axle backs, tune, intake, and that's about it performance-wise. One major thing that this has over the Corvette is that this is an automatic and the Corvette is a manual. So if I am just not having a good shifting day with the Corvette, and Austin, who's driving the Mustang, you know, he has a big advantage. He can shift so much faster. Corvette, absolutely bone stock, but yes, this is a manual. So, you know, that is, you know, something to think about. This is, we saw this on the channel before. This is my buddy Marco's. He actually did a cam on this, put a tune in, did some work. This thing is absolutely mean. But yeah, we're gonna head down to the racetrack. Woo, boys, I am excited. After our last video that we did at the strip, I kind of thought it would be a great idea to go back. So I'm very, very excited. It's gonna be a great day, and we're not only gonna race the Mustang, but I'm gonna race as many people as I can find. Definitely gonna be racing Marco. He basically just has an upgraded version of my car, so obviously he's gonna win if he plays this, if we both shift pretty equally. But I said before, some races I would be interested in getting on, a stock Hellcat and a stock GTR. Those might be a little bit above my like range, I guess, but you know, it would still be nice to understand how I stack up against them. So yeah, it's gonna be a good day. That red absolutely pops so much. Marco takes really good care of his paint. He got it corrected, coated and everything. Like these two, the red and blue, look so good next to each other. Here we are, guys. We're here. I remember we saw this guy at the strip last time. Got a couple crews here. There's not a whole lot of people yet because track's not live yet, but these are just some of the groups here. I like that yellow or green. Look at that Hellcat too. That thing's probably running some serious power. But we're gonna go catch up here. We brought a grill, everything. We're gonna cook some hot dogs, you know, just kind of have a good old time at the track and, you know, hang out. All right, so we're finally here. We got all the cars lined up. I'm very excited to see what a lot of these things are gonna run. That truck is actually low-key fast. Got our little tent here, and you ready? You ready for this? We got the grill, boys. Woo, fresh off Sam's Club. We got some of these big boys over here. Dang, look at the tires. These are all slicks. I wonder what that'll run. That sounds nasty. Take a look at this guy right here. I have no idea what's done, but I mean, if they brought in a trailer, it's probably pushing a lot. I like that brown interior too. Auto. Yo, is this shipment? So this is our strip right here. This is a lot nicer than the last one we went to. 11-1. Not bad. This thing is gonna be gnarly too. Z06. That was a launch too. That was a launch. All right, vet versus vet, boy. All right, we got the cammed vet versus the stock vet. We're ready, boys. Yeah, we totally botched that launch, but we did beat the cammed vet, but it's his first time, so like he was probably just nervous or something. And I don't know why, but we pulled on him a lot, really, in like the mid-range. But I don't know, probably something probably just happened. Because like in theory, he should definitely beat me. So we got a 13 flat, and he got a 16.4. We both kind of did pretty bad. Yeah, not the best run for both of us. So we found out he was running with traction control off, and yeah, he was just spinning like the entire time. That's why we caught up so much. But he did have a good launch. I had a very crappy launch. But I'm not sure who we're gonna run next, but let's find out. We're running the vets again. All right, so I goofed up. I just ran and I forgot to push go on the GoPro. So, you know, that's awesome. But I had a great launch. I probably launched at about 2,500 RPMs. That was probably the best feeling launch I've had. But we beat the Red Z06 again. I think he's having some trouble hooking, so we might put his tire pressure down a little bit. But I'm excited to see what we pass at here. All right, so we ran a 12.5, which is pretty much like on par for like a good run for us. My best run that I've ever done so far, which is only been 2 track days in this car, but best run so far is a 12.43. So that is the number to beat. So here was the issue. The clutch is running a little funky, so we're gonna let the car cool down a little bit and take it from there. But my Mustang, actually, while we were running, I didn't notice it, but the Mustang ran the Charger. Mustang put down a 13.6 and Charger put down like a 14.6, or maybe a little bit less than that. But yeah, pretty solid for the Mustang, not gonna lie. All right, so Austin's gonna race my Mustang against Josh's truck. 500 wheel horsepower, about 800 torque, I think he said. And my car makes between 3 and 350 wheel, and I don't know what the torque makes. This ran, I think, a 13.8 last time, and this was a 13.6, so this should be a pretty solid race. For the Mustang and 13.9 for the truck. Oh, man, I will never get over how good that Mustang sounds. You got the GTI running solo here. Let's see what he ran. 13.6. Wow, not bad. So this right here, boys, is the only way to go to the drag strip. You got your grill, we got peppers in here, onions, jalapenos. Yeah, we're eating tonight, boys. How's it taste?
Delicious. It's all gone now, but it's very good.
Look at this, boys. That's how you cook a cheddar brat. All right, so it's time. We're gonna run the full bolt-on Mustang versus the Z06 Corvette. Like, just to kind of overview again, Z06, absolutely bone stock, manual. Putting down to the wheels probably about 430. Mustang long tube headers, tune, intake, full exhaust, and no cats. So this one's probably putting down about 320 to the wheels. So one advantage this has is that this is automatic and that Z06 is manual. Based on the times that we have been running and like just from driving both of them, the Mustang's about 0.1, or I'm sorry, like 1 full second slower. One advantage that the Corvette has, though, is that this is about 3,100 pounds. That is about 3,500 pounds. So, yeah, we're gonna see how the Mustang does against the Vet. All right, so we are gonna take the right lane this time, and this is gonna be a pretty solid race. I'm excited. One thing about this Mustang is that it just sounds so mean. I'm gonna miss that so much about this car, and like just watching it go down the track. And you know, I'm gonna hop in it later and run it on the track, but just watching it, hearing it sounds amazing. I'm gonna miss that. I'm starting to get a lot more comfortable launching this car, and I'm getting better at my launches. I think that's at this point in my like drag racing experience, I feel like that's where I can gain the most time, is at like a good launch. I mean, there's only so much you can do if you're not on radials, but for the most part, I think I'm trying to do, I'm hoping at least my times are getting better from a launch standpoint. Oh my God, I just ran an 11.9. That is by far my personal best. Holy crap. Hey, did you boys see that 11.9? Nice. Heck yeah, baby. Yo, so that was absolutely crazy. I'm like ecstatic right now. That I was right though. That launch did feel good, and that was where we can gain most of our time, or a large portion of our time. So prior to this run we just did, my personal best was a 12.4, just a tiny bit over a 12.4. It was like a 12.43. This is an 11.92. See right there, 11. Whoa. Right there, 11.9. So that was crazy. We can see here that the launch, my reaction was pretty much garbage, but the like a 60 foot under 2 seconds, that's a pretty good for like that starting area. So that launch really got us good. So Vet put up 11.9. The Mustang did a 13.7. So obviously like we beat it, but yeah, I'm still pretty impressed with the Mustang, not gonna lie. She's been chugging along really well. That Hayabusa right there, he's got like the drag set up with the extended rear wheel. He put down an 8.8, which is just nuts. This thing is so mean. All right, looks like the Mustang and the Charger are gonna run again. But I wanna check out this Stingray right here. This thing's pretty cool. It's Pro Charged, it looks like. Like the little tow hook. Yeah, this Arctic White looks pretty mean. I feel like a Pro Charger might be the way to go for like if I ever wanted to put some crazy power in my car. So like, I don't know, I've been thinking about that. I know that's a common thing for Vets, but also the LS7 is not exactly like sort of difficult to build. So yeah, I have to take that into account too. All right, he wasn't really getting traction first time, so I'm gonna get in the Mustang and run that. That's a demon right there. He ran an 11.1, but I only saw him run one time, so I don't know if that was like good or bad for him. I don't think that was the best pass that this car has made today, but it felt pretty good. That ATS beat us pretty bad, but I think those are all-wheel drive, and like, you know, it's just much newer. We kind of knew that would happen. I saw the last ATS I saw put down like a very high 10s. I don't think he put down that high of a number, but yeah, we'll find out in a second here. So we put down a 13.7. He put down a 12 flat. So yeah, not bad. Not the best that this car has ran today, but pretty solid for the first time that I've ran the Mustang ever. All right, we're gonna run the Vet again against the cammed Vet. Clutch is acting a little funky, but we'll see if it, you know, got better. Marco beat me. He got a 12.18. I got a 12.4, which this is still my second best time. I feel like this track is prepped a little bit better than the last one we went to. I feel like that has a lot to do with our times as well. But my launch on this one, I felt I bogged a little bit going into it, so kind of messed up on that, and I shifted a little bit late from second to third, so there was that. All right, so both the vets are racing again. Yeah, I think the reason we're doing better is I think that this track is also like kept a lot better than the last one we went to, so I think that makes a big difference.
Stock Z06 or Z06 with the exhaust and cam. Cam's smoking a little bit. Hope he didn't roast his clutch.
Yeah, so I had a similar issue with the clutch. I think that our clutches are just very hot. Marco got a decent pass in, but yeah, so I'm just letting the car cool off for now. Yeah, it's pretty hot out here right now. It's like 85-ish. Here we're just kind of out in the middle of nowhere, and all this concrete, the car's been running for a while. So yeah, we're just gonna let it cool down for a while and make some passes later once we're all set to go. All right, we waited a while, and now we're gonna race the vets again.
What is that over there? We were in 11.8.
Marco did.
11.8, 12.05, still good though.
All right, so he beat me on that one. He had an 11.8. I had about a 12 flat. Yeah, this thing's awesome, dude. Pretty quick. So here we have it, boys. This was an amazing race. I think the Corvette did actually really well today. We smashed that the 11 spot, so now we are in the 11th, which is amazing. 11.9 was the best time of the day for the Corvette. 13.4 was the best time for the Mustang, and honestly, I think the Mustang did really well as well. That automatic really helped against some of the opponents that we raced today, and I was ecstatic to smash a half a second off my personal best with the Corvette. I think a lot of that had to do with our launch getting better, and I think that this track is a lot better than the last one that we went to. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Make sure to smash that like button if you did. It would mean the world to me, guys. And stick around if you like this kind of content. We are only going to be doing better things from here on out. So my name is Caleb. I hope you have a great and amazing day. And as always, I will see you in the next video.